You want to know who? There are certain people who are just very underappreciated, and it's people who are good at tedious and have a lot of patience in games like this. Because for me, I know my role, I know my skill set pretty damn well when it comes to like Minecraft PvP stuff. I'm not the best PvPer, never have been. Uh, but I am very patient and I am very good at tedious. So back when I was playing like MC the Walls or whatever, I was a decent strategist, but I was also just very patient. Patient won me a ton of games. Being willing to skybase when I knew that it was really the only way I was going to survive. I was outmatched by other teams, whether just skill set or just pure numbers. And not making stupid mistakes by getting bored. That helped me out more than anything over on Walls. I was like top 5 in wins all time in that community. And it wasn't because I was dominant PvPer. Same thing with Overcast. You know, I am not great at PvP over there. Or when it was still a thing, at least. But I was pretty good at knowing what I could do. I was not fooling myself into thinking that I'm the next Leap. Although I did kill Leap once. Total fluke and luck thing. It was not like a one-on-one where I dominated him or something. But I did kill Leap once. And I killed some other top killers from time to time. I mean, it just happens. You catch them when they're not ready or they're half health or something like that. But I'm generally not going to run into somebody who's really good at PvP and just dominate. But because I know I'm not going to, I'm more likely, you know, if I see somebody like that, if I see Leap charging at me, for instance, yeah, I'm whipping out that bow and I'm going to bow spam that motherfucker until he's got like 20 arrows in front, and like on his front, you know, and then I'll attack him with a sword after I've lowered his health, you know. There's a reason that I had that tap tap boom music video made. The tap tap boom means, you know, 2 arrows and then the sword. That's what the tap tap boom stands for. You know, I'm going to put a couple arrows in you before I charge you with the sword because I'm going to weaken you first. Yeah, and that's the way I approach PvP, because I need a little advantage. I need every advantage I can get when I PvP somebody. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm too good to bow spam. No, fuck that. I'll bow spam you left and right. I'll do whatever it takes to kill you within the rules. Because I know I'm not a PvP god. And people who think they're amazing when they're really not, they're a hindrance to your team a lot of times. And they're going to be disappointing to their teammates. And they're going to one day have a harsh realization that they're not as amazing as they thought. As a teacher, a lot of that just... Well, I used to be a teacher. A lot of that, you can see how kids end up that way and how people do, young adults end up that way nowadays too. Because parents are always telling their kids now that they're the best thing ever at everything. They can do no wrong. And I just fucking hate that. As a teacher, I was not afraid to tell a kid, hey, you're not doing this very well. And what the fuck is that idiot doing? This is what I mean. You have stupid teammates sometimes. But, yeah, you can't be afraid to tell people that. And you don't have to be mean about it. Tell somebody they're not doing something very well, but then help them get better. And emphasize the things that they are good at. There's nothing wrong with telling somebody they're not doing something very well. As long as you're giving constructive criticism. You're not doing it just to tear them down. But yeah, now that this bridge is finally about done, the next thing on my mind is taking out that bridge my teammate made, for God knows what reason. It's just, you know, if somebody from the red team sneaks over there into that building, he just helped them get a little bit closer to the monument. Not only did he make the bridge and then go down, he didn't bother to remove it afterwards. I mean, it's like, jeez. I got red guys coming back up here. I took your bridge down. Why do you want to come up here? You're not making another one. But one reason you want to take the bridge down from the mountain pretty quick after it's made is it discourages them from coming back doing it again. If you just leave it up there, they're more likely to want to rush back and finish where they left off. But if they got to start from scratch every time, it's demotivating, to say the least. It's less likely that they're going to come back and try it again. But if they got half a bridge finished, they'll be like, on respawn, it's like, oh, I only got half of it to go. I can finish it. One more try. But when they get over there and they see they got to start all over, you know, again, not going to be quite as motivated. And now, as you can see, the reds are pushing. They have the red top. So that one bridge that my teammate made is gotta wait. We got some killing to do. We gotta push these guys back. Again, I'm glad. I see this alternate stairway paying off. You know, they blocked one off, but you know, I still have 2 staircases where they didn't block spam anything. No water, no nothing. But I do have a lot of repairing to do, as you can see. They totally jacked up a couple of these staircases. Oh, I missed that. Again, this commentary is not live. Again, I mentioned that at the beginning of the first half of the video. But in case you've forgotten, this is definitely not live commentary. I would be a little more high-strung in certain parts of this video if I left live commentary in it. Especially here in the second half of the video, because once I get to the point where my teammates are like basically playing against me and setting up defenses and stuff, oh god, I know for a fact I was steamed at a couple of my teammates. It's like, god damn, I just spent an hour trying to set this up and you're just destroying it in minutes. Yeah, you'll see more of that here soon, I believe. But yeah, staircases. Oh shit! Ah, look at that! I totally meant to do that. I'm sure that's totally what I said in my original recording of the audio. I probably played it off like, oh yeah, I'm a badass. The best part about that was the guy died too. He knocked me over there, didn't end up killing me, and then I ended up killing him. Alright, now, I think all the staircases are fixed, alright? If you guys hear any banging in the background, I think somebody's putting up a picture or something in the apartment above me or something. Sorry about that. Not much I can do about that. Yeah, things are now seem to be under control again here. So it's time to start destroying stuff again. And right now I'm thinking, oh, I want to take down that sky bridge my dumbass teammate made. But at the time I think I got distracted and I think I decided to take this building. Yeah, I take this building down. Or at least I start working on it until I get distracted with something else again. On defense, you can't focus on one thing too hard. You have to be, you know, aware of other things that pop up that end up needing to be addressed. Yep, it's like, see, they built another bridge. Sons of bitches. I think I'm going to take down a little bit more of this before I leave. One thing that helps me be good at like tedious things is I'm just extremely like OCD when it comes to certain things. So a lot of times when I like start taking down a building, it's like, oh shit, it really annoys me if I don't get to finish. So I'm very motivated to like finish destroying it once I start. But see, this is the guy. This is the guy. He starts putting up a wall, and I'm like, no, I'm not having it. I've been flattening this area. What the fuck are you doing, dumbass? And he argues with me a little bit. And eventually, I think I leave him alone long enough to see what he's going to do. And when I can't figure out how it's helpful to me at all, or the defense to for our team, that's when I pretty much take it down. And I believe he like is jumping up and down, complaining and stuff like that the whole time I'm doing it. And I really don't give a rat's ass, to tell you the truth. Because you gotta remember, this is sped up, and it's already been a long video for you. In real time, it's been twice as long, and the whole time, I've been working on flattening this area and fixing our defense. And this guy is just coming along, wrecking it. So, yeah, I'm not having it. And I don't see anybody on that bridge up there, so I think either teammates already took care of them, or it might have been another dumbass teammate who bridged from that other bridge back to the mountain for some reason. But I asked this guy multiple times, like, how's this help the defense? And he cannot give me an answer. So your defensive strategy is so bad, you can't even justify it yourself. I'm not going to feel bad about just ripping it down. And now I got a little help tearing down this building, so that's cool. It's hard to get people to help destroy buildings a lot of times. It's, again, a tedious job, very thankless a lot of times. It's like digging the pit underneath the monument. Very important part of the defensive strategy overall. Nobody wants to fucking do it. I hate doing it. I'll do it if nobody else does it, but I usually suit up, get my equipment, and then I will go and start taking down that little tent that you saw me destroy early on with the shears. I'll destroy that, and by the time I'm done with it, if nobody started digging the pit, I'll do it. Otherwise, if somebody else starts it, I'm more than happy to let them do it, because I hate digging the pit. It's very annoying to me. And there's people who can do, I guess, like the trick with the torch, where you can just break one of the sand blocks down low and then place a torch and it breaks all the other ones. I'm not very good at that. I don't place it fast enough or something. I don't know. I never really cared enough to figure out why I'm bad at it, but I dig it all out with a shovel when I do it, and I just don't like it. I like being up where I can see what's going on. Even though digging and tearing down these buildings, very similar process. But at least when I'm up here, I'm not in a hole and I can see what's going on. And if I need it somewhere else, there's another dumbass building something in the sky close to our monument. Like an asshole. Another thing I've mentally put on my to-do list, I need to tear that down. I've got the bridge somebody on our own team made. Now I got these fucking letters, and the list is growing, and these things are things that my team is doing that are counterproductive. And there's a guy, he's complaining that I'm taking down his shit, and I really just don't care. Report my ass, because this is not helpful at all. And no, here's the big thing. What the fuck is going on with this water? Why is this guy placing all this water? I'm sure in his mind he's thinking, oh, if I just cover this whole area in water, it'll slow them down when they try to run to the monument. Well, guess what? At this point in the fucking game, nobody is going to be able to run straight to the monument, okay? Not without getting slaughtered in all likelihood before he even is able to touch the obsidian. The way they're getting to the monument right now, Skybridge. From behind or from the front, it doesn't matter, but if they get to the monument, chances are that's how it's going to happen. And all this water is going to do is slow our team down from getting to get to the monument when we need to. Let's say somebody skybridges and somebody drops down in the monument. This water is going to slow us down from getting there to killing it. So this helps the red team a lot. That's why I'm immediately just went start. And now, look at this. They've got the bridge. They're tearing up the stairs. Now I got this water down here. People have built these stupid builds up in the air for no reason. All this stuff, things are like piling up on me, things I need to take care of as a defender. And I just don't have time. So, at this point in the game, I'm pissed. I remember a lot of this game at this point, and I was not a happy camper at all. It's a good thing the original audio is not going to be used, because the cursing was prolific in parts. And this part even. But yeah, so fixing the bridge, that became my main priority because the Reds took the top, and you know, if you want to take the top back, you need to be able to get to the top and quickly from multiple areas. So, and since Jesus, what the fuck is my team doing? It's like they've given up. Early on in this game, I had help on defense and destroying things. And now it's like, where'd those people go? They must have logged out and went to lunch. New people logged in and they suck. I don't know what the fuck that guy's doing, but yeah. Alright. Alright, now the water. Water is now a concern again. Because he's continuing to make it bigger and while I was doing other things, and it's going to take even longer to get rid of now. So I need to got rid of some of my other stuff and got more blocks to spam on the ground. And I don't know if this guy's even thinking it's for defense. He might be thinking it's, you know, just a boat around in. Because I told you, people will come on these maps sometimes in the middle of a big PvP battle and just build shit. But this would be an instance where the thing they decide to build is a huge hindrance to your team. And now the red team, they have a second bridge they built that comes closer from their spawn than this one, the original one does. So now I'm thinking in my head, oh great, now I got to make yet another set of stairs to counter that bridge. So again, the things that need to be done on defense right now is just piling up in my mind. And I'm getting more pissed off because the red team right here, they started the bridge and they got pretty close to our monument. So, got to get rid of that. Don't want them to come back and get there. But this guy over there from the other bridge is kind of distracting me a little. You can see all like the fence posts, pressure plates, the buttons around the monument. All very standard defensive strategies for like monument matches and cores. And, you know, the fence post and pressure plates, and those are used on capture the wool maps as well. But defensive strategies for the different game modes can vary a lot. You're not going to use the same defensive strategy on the Nile as you would one of the standard like capture the wool maps. It's a very different game mode, requires a very different defense. Now he's making it too deep. Oh my god. This is just, you might as well put on a red uniform at this point if you're this stupid. Seriously. And yeah, I'm reporting him for griefing. It's so bad. I honestly, I'm so frustrated I can't even type to this guy all the things I want to say to him. I'm just trying to hurry and get this covered up. And you don't want to be too much of a dick about it either. Because he could be somebody that just doesn't know any better. You don't know. And so you don't want to be too much of a dick about it and break rules on the server yourself by insulting him. Now, if I was doing a YouTube video and I was just showing my real commentary and stuff like that, I'd be a complete, total jackass in the video. That's fine. It's my fucking YouTube channel. I'll call you whatever I want. I don't need to justify it to anybody but me. That's not hard for me. But I try not to break the rules when I'm in game. So, like on Hive recently, people have been bitching about my second YouTube channel, well, the one you're watching now. Some of the videos I post over there have people who are just like, whether it's spammers, cheaters, whatever. They don't like the fact that I might use salty language or insult somebody who's 15 years old, whatever. I don't know how fucking old they are, and I don't care. I'm not going to ask for ID before I insult somebody on YouTube if they're being a jackass. I'll call you a jackass. I don't care how old you are. I mean, if it upsets you too much and hurts your feelings, don't be a fucking jackass. And get off the internet. Yeah, I'm happy this guy's at least given up on the water, but man, all this time I spent getting rid of the water could have been spent helping take back the bridge from the Reds, fixing stairs, doing the counter bridge that we need to make over on the left bridge that the red team has made, and getting rid of the stuff that our dumbass teammates are building around our monument and over it. There's also the bridge from the mountain that's still there. So again, there's a ton of things to do on defense still. That a lot of it could have been done by now if I wasn't having to fix shit from teammates, and that's pretty typical. I mean, a lot of times, they're not always going to be somebody digging a giant thing of water. You know, sometimes you might have somebody building a wall around the monument thinking that's a good thing. That's never a good thing at all. It's a horrible thing. Because, again, it slows us from getting to the monument, and the red team's going to get there by Skybridge anyways at this late stage in the game. So, and a wall also, if somebody does get there, we might not see them because of the fucking wall. And it might allow them to get a break, one of the 3 blocks, before we even know he's there. So, that's another thing that you might have to do as far as, like, fixing teammate mistakes. Oh, yeah, there's a mistake. Walking off the edge. As a defender, you've probably realized one of the most, like, important things you just need to have with you at all times: stairs. When you're destroying stuff early in the match, keep your stairs. Never get rid of them. If you're going to play defense and you just plan to be there on defense the whole time, keep all the stairs that you pick up. You're going to need them. I mean, even if you're not the one building the bridge, you're going to see somebody come by and destroy it at some point and block spam, and you're going to need to replace sections of it. Just have stairs on you all the time. Oh, shit. Get off there. Thank you. Okay, so halfway done with securing the bridges and fixing that shit. But now I've got to go over here. I don't know why my team is being such pussies. They just charge the fuckers. I don't know why they are waiting on me. But there we go. See how close they are to the monument right here? They would never gotten this close had I not been cleaning up all the other shit that my teammates did. This would not have happened. I would have not allowed them to get this close. No way. I'm surprised nobody else on our team has really done anything with, like, what the fuck are you doing? You're just building a pillar there now in the way that I need to break later. There's no way we should win this game at this point. Early on, my team was pretty good. My team is too stupid to win this game, in my opinion. Spoilers, we do win, but we don't deserve it. I don't think... There, we just won. But for the last 15 minutes of this video, really probably the last half hour of the match, things were just going downhill as far as our team and the things we were doing. Just stupid decision one after another. So we didn't really deserve to win, just managed to hold on long enough where somebody got lucky and probably got over there and won.